Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to? Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start. How long shall we be patient before we reach the promised land? Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria?
Tell me.
Which way to go? I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Every little thing that goes wrong, we start to blame the government. We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria?
Tell me.
Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Inefficiency and indiscipline is ruining the country now. Corruption here, there, and everywhere. Inflation is soaring high. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh, sure, sure.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
We made mistakes during the oil boom, not knowing that was our doom. Some people now have everything, while many, many have nothing. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't fall.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Green revolution is a reality. Let's give it a chance to grow. Let's join our hands to farm the land so we can have enough food to show. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh sure.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Our ambition to be millionaires is running the country down. We all want to be millionaires and to live in the air. Oh, let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah.
I want to know.
Yes, we want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Remember that a simple step is the beginning of a million miles. Let's start right now to rebuild ourselves so as to make the country smile. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh sure.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Heaven and earth will pass away. It is Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't fall.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yes,
I want to know.
we want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to? Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah,
I want to know.
yes I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
One more time.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Let's save Nigeria.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Some people now have everything, while many, many have nothing. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't fall.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah,
I want to know.
yes I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Green revolution is a reality. Let's give it a chance to grow. Let's join our hands to farm the land so we can have enough food to show. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh sure,
I want to know.
yes I want to know. Our ambition
This is Starr
to be
Radio
millionaires
UK.
is running the country down. We all want to be millionaires and
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, and a very good evening and welcome to Starr Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I say good evening to all our viewers from around the globe as we take you through the first edition of these Niger Voices. First and foremost, my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI and I'm going to be your host this evening, and I'll be taking you through
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A very good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I'm going to be your host this evening. I would like to first and foremost appreciate my producer, Frank David and Archie, and everyone that is working tirelessly behind the scene. I can understand some of our viewers have been asking, where have I been, since the beginning of this year? But as you know, we always have a lot to do, and that means I've been so busy, putting the structures and few things in place. But I can assure you that we're fully back now, and we will be doing everything possibly best to make sure that we will give you everything you need to know, especially regarding these upcoming 2023 general election. There's quite a lot happening in Nigeria, but I can assure you that you don't have to go anywhere. This is the platform. This is where you need to be to know everything happening as the Nigerians are going to decide what they want. If you look at the conversation, I mean, sorry about that. We're probably just trying to get the other platforms ready for those of us that are also watching us from all the different platforms. Once again, it is Niger Voices, and it is where everything happens. For those of you, like I said again, that have been asking, where have I been? I've been where I am. I haven't been anywhere more than, working behind the scene for the last 1 month. Today is the 2nd of the 2nd of 2022. Just like Archie was saying, this morning, that a lot of people that know the numbers and that knows the code will have something to say when it comes to, these kind of numbers. What does it mean to you when we say 2nd of February 2022? Does it have anything to do with astrology? Does it have anything to do with the the year that we are already in as we speak right now? But those are on the. I have a friend named Clyde. Clyde can give me a code that will work with these kind of numbers. But since I've not been able to reach out to Clyde, I would love to hear from some of our viewers and listeners from around the globe. I would like to get your view in terms of what does 2nd of February on the 2022. So we have two numbers simultaneously, and at the number 22, we have 3 of it. So we have 6 digits that represent number 2. What does the number 2 means to you? All these I'll be discussing tonight, but the most important thing is to welcome each and every one of you as you're joining into the platform. And again, we're streaming on different networks. As I can tell you, it is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station. There's a lot on the table. There's a lot to discuss. Nigeria is going into a new phase. For those that have been following, the country called Nigeria, it is in the southwest, of the continent called Africa, and a lot of people that are friends of Nigerians, a lot of people that are friends of Nigerians or Nigeria will probably need to understand that this is also a year that so many things would happen, especially as we're going into the 2023. 2023, according to the Starr Radio UK, if I go into our time clock, would tell me that we are just about almost 373 days, 5 hours, 45 minutes, and the seconds keep going down. What does it mean to those of you that are watching us, whether you are from Kenya, you are from Uganda, you are from South Africa? This is what you need to know, because Nigeria is going through a lot, and a lot in the sense that Nigerians are expected to be going to the poll, in under 373 days. But likewise, we have a lot of people that says Nigeria is not working, and it has never worked for a very long time. Why should we keep Nigeria? And this is where we come in. As a presenter that have been discussing the issue of Nigeria for a very long time, more than 10 years, 20 years now. An average Nigerian knows that there's a lot of problem in Nigeria, but the question then is, what are we going to do with the situation that has arisen, where there's a lot of different stakeholders saying different things, having different conversation? This is what we're going to be reviewing tonight. Once again, get a cup of tea. A very good evening to my mom that have just joined us as well. From wherever you're watching, I welcome you into the broadcast. It's going to be a very fantastic show, and I want you to sit down and relax and let us enjoy the program together. The first thing you got to understand is, what does Nigeria mean to you? If I ask you now, an average Nigerian, what does Nigeria mean to you? People say, I was born in Nigeria, I made it out of Nigeria. Maybe those that live outside Nigeria. What about those that live inside Nigeria? We couldn't have done this program without also, our good sponsor, Olu. If you're looking for where you can get all your African produce, the only place to get them is Olu Food, where everything is right available for you. I'll be giving you all more information on that as well. But one thing I could say is, a lot of Nigerians would have to understand whether we should continue with Nigeria or we should go our separate ways, and then we can rebuild a system that works not the 1999 Decree 24 that has not helped millions of Nigerians. If you look at somebody like Omoyele Sowore, we hope we will have him on our show on Star Radio UK very soon again, because Sowore came to the studio when we had him some few years in 2019, just before the second election after the first one. And I could remember, Sowore said quite a lot of things, but I'll be getting in touch with him, and we're going to be inviting him, and likewise everybody. I'm going to be telling you some of those that have decided that they want to be part of a president of Nigeria. But if you look at the topic that we are discussing this evening, if you look at the topic that we are looking at and we are reviewing this evening, the topic is Nigerians, what do you want? And I'm asking that question for those of you that are watching us from all over the world. Nigerians, what do you actually want? If somebody asks you now, Nigerians, what do you want? Do you want a 2023 election? Do you want a total self-determination out of Nigeria? Or do you want something different? So these are the questions I would like to know from everyone that is watching us. You will not be able to call in, but I'll be able to monitor all the comment that is coming from all our social media handles on Star Radio UK. You can also follow us on Twitter on Star Radio UK. When you're spelling the star is a double R, and likewise you can follow us on the YouTube. You can also follow Star Radio UK on Instagram, but the best way to listen to Star Radio UK is to visit our website www.starradiouk.com. Once again, thank you very much to my producer that are working behind the scene. Now let's come to the conversation. Election is coming up. The Yorubas are demanding self-determination. The Biafrans are saying we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. All these issues with the revolution now, and likewise some are saying we want a restructuring of Nigeria. The question then to those of you that are watching us tonight is, where do you stand as your own stakeholder in Nigeria? A lot of people are saying Nigeria was meant to work, but at some point it failed in that mission. And some say Nigeria was never designed to work because the 1914 amalgamation took us to where we are today. And when I was reviewing that at about this afternoon, I decided to go back to 2022 to 1914. That's about 108 years. So a baby that was given birth in 1914 will be about 108 years, and we still have people like that somewhere in the southwest, in the southeast, and in the northwest of Nigeria today. But the question then is, can we really cope with the current situation in Nigeria? Some of the politicians are coming out already. They are telling us they want to be the president of Nigeria. Some of those are also asking, in terms of the revolution now, some say we must restructure Nigeria before the 2023 election. I remember, Pastor Paul Adefarasi says, we must not go back into any election using the same template of the 1999 Military Decree 24. But a lot of Nigerians will probably not understand what Constitution stands for. Some are already saying self-determination, no more Nigeria. I'm just picking up that comment from Fatima Mustafa on our Facebook page. I'm also saying good evening to each and every one of you. This program has been going on for almost some 3-5 years now that we've been working on Star Radio UK. Is one of the best brand when it talks about different event that comes up in United Kingdom and outside as well. So Star Radio UK, you can also send money using Send Waves. You can remember to use the Star Radio code, which is S for Star, T for Tango, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, and that will give you your first discount if you're sending money to your loved ones, which can go to Ghana, South Africa, and Nigeria using the Send Wave. Also, like I did mention, when you go to our website www.starradiouk.com, you can find all the programs, the podcasts, the images, the news. Wow, Boris Johnson is really under pressure having a party when millions of Brits were sitting in their house during the lockdown. We're going to be discussing all that as well. I'm going to also be telling you some of the headlines as well during the course of this program. It's coming up to 17 minutes past 1800 hours, and we're going straight into the program. So I want to read some of your comments. It's all about the interactive. You're not able to call in today, but we hope by next week we will get the call ready for those of you that wants to call during the program. But tonight, it's all about the question, Nigerians, what do you want? What actually do you want when somebody say 2023? Some say no, we must demand a full self-determination. Some say revolution now. Some say we must restructure Nigeria. And some say we are not too sure. Which one are you on? Are you on that side of we are not too sure, or you are probably thinking it's war? We also welcome those that are listening to us on the MixLR, on the Instagram, and all the platforms. The beauty of this era is about the social media. You know, back in the days, you know, people would have to wait, you know, to get communication from, you know, from these satellite waves that allows you, you know, to get what is going on across the globe. But this time around, people will just easily be able to see and notice everything happening. Some say referendum now, that is what they want. Okay, let's keep the message coming. I'll be reading all those comments during the course of this program. You can also follow Star Radio UK, likewise on our Facebook page, Star Radio UK. Somebody on the Star Radio says, a total freedom by self-determination. Look, nobody wants war. And I have to clear this all the time. People think that those that are demanding war in Nigeria, and that is something that we must continue to clarify, that nobody is asking anybody to carry weapons. Nobody's asking anybody to destroy anything, but it is our right to demand for self-determination according to the United Nations Charter. If you look at the situation happening right there in the Ukraine border, where Russia keeps pushing, the question is, the international community has risen up quickly to make sure that Russia doesn't invade Ukraine, even though it's still going through diplomatic. So whatever we are doing, for those that are asking for self-determination, which is where I stand, that is my own opinion and my view, not literally the view of Star Radio UK. But because we live in a society, we live in a, you know, in a world where my opinion matters. A lot of people will say the same thing. Our opinion matters. We must go for 2023 general election. The question then is, who? I'm going to take it one at a time. If we are meant to go for the 2023 general election, who is entitled to that election as a president when we talk about the rotation that has been going on for the last almost 20 years of this democracy? If we are meant to look at it right now, the Igbo or the people from the Southeast are entitled to become the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should we balance things as it is now. But do you think, and I'm trying to take it one at a time, we're going to talk about the revolution now, we're going to talk about the, we're going to discuss as well about the, the restructuring, and likewise, the constitution. But we want to talk about the election before we start even looking at who are those trying to contest. I have some names there that we're already, probably some of us have seen their names, who they are. We're going to be looking at them. Some of them have not declared, but there's indication that there will be a kind of declaration from them very soon. Some of them have already put out their interest to say that we want to be the president of Nigeria. Now the question is, do you ever think that the Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president of Nigeria? That is the question I want you all to answer. Somebody says, stop the slavery in Nigeria. We are tired of Nigeria. This is coming from the YouTube, one of our listeners that is watching us on YouTube. Once again, Star Radio UK is a platform that allows on our numbers on Star Radio UK, but all those details do go to our website where you can get all those information. Now, the first question is, do you think it's just a matter of yes or no? Do you think that the Igbo will be allowed to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is a yes or no? I want to get the feedback from those of you that are watching us on Star Radio UK. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're also on Twitter, and we are also on Facebook. Do you ever believe or think that the Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president? Do you think that APC will zone, their party, candidate to the Southeast? Do you think that PDP will zone their party, to also to the southeast. Somebody says no. That is the first person. I want to get more interaction. Like I said, it's not a phone call tonight, but we can be able to read all your comments because that is the new norm. That is the way communication goes now. Back in the days, we just hear the sound of people speaking. You cannot see them. But this time around, you cannot just only see me. You can also look at other people's comments and views as well. As you're coming into the broadcast, I welcome you. Starr Radio UK, Niger Voices has been coming on air for the last 5 years, every Wednesday from 1800 hours. That's 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. So, one thing again is, which way Nigeria? Who remember that song? Who remember that song? Let's see Which Way Nigeria by Sonny Okosu. Do you think that Nigeria is also under pressure by Raskimono? But the first one we are playing tonight is Which Way Nigeria. Let's hear that as well. Okay, it looks like, okay, let's see if we can, bring that once again. A very good evening. We'll get that audio sorted out. The engineer are working on that. We get that sorted out, in just about a few minutes. But for now, let's come back straight to the conversation. Somebody says, it is possible Igbo, yes. Igbo must to be president of Nigeria. Can I have the speaker, please, as quickly as possible? Thank you very much. Once again, the engineers are working. We're going to get the first soundtrack of Which Way Nigeria by Sonny Okosu. The question I'm asking again is, we're taking it one at a time. We will get to the self-determination. So we are looking at the election, because I am the one asking the question. I want you to tell me what you feel, whether you're listening to me from the northeast of Nigeria, the northwest of Nigeria, whether you're listening from Sokoto, whether you're listening from Enugu, from Anambra, or somewhere in Canada, in Moscow, in Russia, in Greece, in Turkey, wherever you're listening. The first question of tonight is, do you think that each of these political parties will zone their candidacy to the southeast that we believe is meant to be the president of Nigeria based on the current rotation that we have at the moment? Do you think so? Somebody say, no, so-called APC will not allow it. I want more conversation on that. I want more people to tell me what you feel. Abdul Samad says, it is possible. Igbo, yes. Igbo must to be president of Nigeria. All is part of unity. But the question then is watching me from Abdul Samad is watching us from Spain. Somebody watching us says, Oluremi or Gabi Kilanko says, very doubtful. A very good evening to you, Karanwi Abiodu. Kilami Sulaiman, no, it cannot happen. So it seems a lot of Nigerians are now reacting, because I saw that more Nigerians are ready to do what they call crowdfunding for Peter Obi. We will get to revolution. We will get to self-determination. We will get to restructuring and revolution. But the question we are putting out tonight is, and I want everybody to react on that, the question I'm putting out tonight is, do you think in your own mind that the situation that we are currently at now, when it comes to this election that is coming up, do you ever think that Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do you think it's going to happen? So again, Femi Kasali says, APC that stands for all poverty continue. Bola Ogunbowale says, stop slavery in Nigeria. We are tired of Nigeria. Femi Kasali said Nigeria is a fraud. Okay, you've not answered the question. It's all about the question and answer tonight. Adeboye, watching us says, building a superstructure without reinforcement on a sandy soil is the same having election in 2023. With the 1999 fraudulent constitution imposed on Nigeria, Yoruba nation now. So it seems more Nigerians, whether they are the Yorubas, whether they are the Biafrans, whether they are the Arewa or the Fulani or the Shekiri, do you think that the political parties that we have in Nigeria, and we only have two of them, I mean, I'm not sure whether ABGA, can contest with the PDP and the APC. Even Showore political party tried everything. And I remember when we had Showore and even Feladro Toye in the studio, I wasn't too sure whether Nigerians were ready to vote people like Showore into into the office. And 6 years down the line of this government, do you know what Buhari said? Buhari said, maybe you should give me more time. I would have been able to fix all the problem of Nigeria. But they've given him enough time. This APC government came in 2015 after the corruption of the PDP of 16 years. The wastage that the PDP did in 16 years is what a lot of Nigerians are still facing today. So now, my question at 27 minutes past 1800 hours, Star Radio UK, Niger Voices, coming every Wednesday, is which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Do you think that election will solve the problem? Revolution now? Self-determination, restructuring, or destroy the constitution? And when I say destroy the constitution, you only need to follow what is happening in Tunisia. Tunisia will not have election as as a suspension is already done in their country regarding their constitution. So they will be having a consultation. This consultation will lead to a new constitution that will favor everybody before they have election. Do you think that the government, this APC government, will have a constitution review? And when I mean review, destroy the one that we have now, start a fresh constitution. People might say there's no time frame for that, Yomi. There's no way we can have a new constitution before the 2023 general election. But can we look back into some of those other 2014 confab that has been done in Nigeria? Which way Nigeria, Sonny Okoso? The first track for the Which way Nigeria? There's a lot of pressure out there. A lot of people are now asking questions that have not been asked before. Who created Nigeria? What is Nigeria all about? This is part of the conversation. According to Olatunji Owofeso, ABGA is a regional party. They only serve the interest of the Igbo citizen. Okay, continue. Let us continue to hear what you're saying. Of so-called Gagadan. Okay, who is Gagadan? Gagadan can have 45 cars in his company. I still want more in his company. More selfish APC leader. Do you know that Bola Tinubu, that will be contesting as well for the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is back again in London consulting with some Nigerians about 2023.
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland.
Do you still love your fatherland? This was Sonny Okosu some few years ago, more than about maybe some few decades ago. He sang this song. Do you still love Nigeria? A lot of you that are listening to us. Also, according to another comment that is coming, to be honest, I don't believe in rotation. Why rotate the presidency? Do they rotate the presidency in the US? We are not in US, we're in Nigeria. Do they rotate the prime minister ministership in UK? But it has been so in Nigeria. The question before we go to the next one is, do you think that each of the political party will sacrifice to rotate the candidacy of their party to the southeast and allow the Igbo to have a taste of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? This is all about a conversation.
Yes, I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Which way Nigeria?
My job is to ask the question. You all know my own take. And my position, as you can see what I'm putting on there, and I've got my very Christian one there. I've got Igbowoye, I've got Yoruba Nation. I believe that Yoruba Nation is the only way out, but we will discuss that before the end of the program. We're still looking at the 2023 general election. What is your take on that? I want to get more feed from those of you that are watching us from around the globe.
Which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland.
Do you still think that you love your fatherland? How many people still love the fatherland called Nigeria? On Saturday, a couple and their police were kidnapped in Akure on their farm. Well, they've been released after £15,000 was used to rescue them out yesterday. The family paid yesterday a whopping 11 million naira, and they were returned back by the terrorists on a broad daylight. And the question is Nigeria still a country? I'm not too sure. What about you?
I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start.
Do you still think that we're still finding it hard to start? Good evening to you, those of you from the Biafra that are also joining us. Good evening to those of you that are watching us. The first question tonight before we go into revolution, restructuring, and self-determination. Do you think that the political party will switch and allow an Igbo candidacy to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2023? Is about 373 days today before the next election. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your views on that. Continue to put the comment out. I will be reading each and every one of your comments tonight. According to Olori, says Yoruba nation, no going back. Okay. According to Inwo for Biafra, Chibuze says Ekweto. You must be somebody that understands Yoruba. We have a lot of them that are doing very well in the West, in the Southwest. And some Igbo say, we don't want Biafra. All we want is an Igbo presidency. Do you think that is going to happen? Do you think that these political parties will allow each of their candidates to come as well? According to Wura Olaronke says, Nigeria is a scam. Let's hear more from the first track of this evening at exactly 6:30 p.m. 2nd, 2022.
How long shall we be patient before we reach the promised land?
Are we sure we're ever going to reach the promised land with an election in Nigeria? Good evening to you, Petrin Adegbolawon. God bless you, my brother. God bless you so as well. I can't do this without having those of you that have been waiting. Where has been, a lot of people have been asking my producer, are you sure this guy is coming back? What is going on? He's been not quiet. The January we didn't see him. December we hardly saw him on Niger Voices. I can assure you we do apologize. There was a lot of work that we were doing behind the scene, but we are now fully back for Niger Voices every Wednesday. Make sure you tune in as well. Adisa says Nigeria is dead before I was born. Wow, some 38 years now. He says Nigeria is dead before I was born. I am 38 years old. Wow. The question is, according to YouTube, question is, referendum is the best option for every region in Nigeria. Some even say we should go back to where we were before, the Western region, the Eastern region. Do you think that these current politicians will allow all that? Good evening to you, Fatima Mustafa, say Yoruba Nation now. Adisa says, no going back, Yoruba Nation now. And also somebody says, I'm watching from Idiroko, White Lion, according to what they call me. Somebody's watching from South Africa. My first question tonight is, we will get to the self-determination. The first question is Igbo going to be allowed to rule Nigeria ever? Or do you think it will never happen? It's called illusion.
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Do you think we can save Nigeria according to Sonny Okozu so that Nigeria doesn't die? Olanrewaju says our elders are the one delaying our Yoruba nation. Okay. Do you think that we can save Nigeria so that it doesn't die? Wura Olaronke said Nigeria is a company. If you're watching us from Kenya, you're not Nigerian and you're thinking, what is going on? This is the year that leads to the next election. But in between that, we have a lot of Nigerians that are saying, enough of being part of this country called Nigeria. We want to be indigenous people out of Nigeria. We want to see our own culture. We want to become the Yorubas, the Biafrans. We want to become the Arewa. But again, it's all mixed bag. And my job throughout this year is to continue to talk about each and every one of you that wants something out of Nigeria. My opinion is different from my Starr Radio UK. I want a total opt of Nigeria. I want a self-determination. I want to have a Yoruba nation where we can have our own security, and I don't have to pay 11 million was paid yesterday. 11 million works out to about 15,000 pounds, $20,000 was what was paid broad daylight yesterday to release 3 people that were captured in Akure, southwest of Yoruba land in Nigeria. Let me quickly give you some of those that are contesting or those that we believe will be part of this 2023 presidential election. It's about 13 months away. Some politicians have already been mooted to succeed the President Muhammadu Buhari. Next week, we're going to look at we're going to put them on a scale, the scale of 0 to 10. What do you think, APC government is all about? this is going to be next week program. But for now, we are reviewing, what do Nigerians want? You want election? You want revolution? You want restructuring? You want constitution to be taken off completely? Or you want self-determination? So the last part of this now is campaign for 2023 presidential election have now been set in motion. The drumbeat is getting louder as many politicians have already thrown their hat in the ring. But before we start talking about these people, this is what the former president Olusegun Obasanjo told Nigerians during an interactive section in the Zoom. I'm sure some of you have watched it, but if you haven't, let's give you opportunity to listen to it together with me.
Now, you see, you, Obina, you have everything going for you. And I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, things are bad in Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time. Because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done wrong, and I will be the first to admit that my generation has done a lot wrong, it's for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain. Don't just sit down and complain. Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the cripple. You're on the same time, and you'll be on the same line, on the same level. But you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people, who will be ready to say, yes, we can bring about a change. And you can bring about that are ready to slug it out. I always say, when people say, well, when will this old hag go out of the way? They won't go out of the way. You have to make them go out of the way. They won't voluntarily go out of the way. You have to make it uncomfortable for them. I'm not talking about violence, but bringing pressure to bear to make it uncomfortable for them. They will go out of the way.
You've heard that is the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Obasanjo, that was speaking in a Zoom conversation there. And he said, and I quote, you got to slug it out. If you don't slug it out, these people are not going anywhere. I've just put out a poll, and I want to get your view on that. The question is, do you want election in 2023? Yes or no? That is the question I've put out there, and I would like some of you, to respond to that as well. I guess we lost our broadcast on one of our platforms, but we will bring that back quickly for the benefit of those that are watching us on that as well. We do apologize. Sometimes, these things does happen. So we are now asked you the question that I want you all to look and review. Once again, we are back on that platform. Let's make sure all the other platforms are still in place. Yes, we are still active on those platforms. And I can assure us that we are quickly back on the YouTube from the other transmission that is coming up as well. This does happen sometimes, and we do apologize for that. So I have set up that question, and I've created a small poll, and I'll be telling you the result before the end of this program. The question I've asked is, do you want election in 2023 in Nigeria? So is a yes or no? Just tell me what you want, and then I will be able to give you the result later as well. So we've put that out. I guess let me see if we've done so, and then we're going to start going into the other ones as well. Okay, 1 minute. Once again, a very good evening for those of you that have joined us on Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Do you want 2023 election in Nigeria? Is a yes or no answer, and then I will be able to give you the the final result before the end of tonight's program. So yes or no, let's get your view on that, and I'll continue to monitor that as we go into the program. So a lot of Nigerians will also have seen the names of those that are trying to contest, for this election as well. So we've activated that poll. So that is already activated. And then we'll be able to, okay, it's active already. And I'll be telling you the results as I get them as well, for those of you that are still watching us as well. So who are those that wants to contest for this election is the next question that a lot of people would like to know. Who are those that wants to contest for this election? So like I said, at the moment, a lot of people are saying no. Nobody says yes. Do you want election? It looks like everybody's saying, I don't want any election. Wow, that is quite, a very big one there. A lot of people are saying, no, we don't want election, but I'll be telling you the result of that. So, just bear with me. Somebody, Olaniwaju Taiwo will say, election care. Wow. According to Adeboye Manyugba, the political class has destroyed the then unity. Now solution is let things fall apart. No more trust. Awusa, Igbo. So are you saying that nobody trusts each other? Is that what we are saying, that the Yoruba don't trust the Hausa? Somebody said before the last broadcast broke on the last transmission that something happened in 1966, and that destroyed the regional government. We agree all this has happened, but the question is, can we change things around? Can we do things differently, or do we just say enough is enough? Nigeria is not working, and there's no voices. Sorry about that, and there's no point trying to keep it. So I will monitor the the result as it's coming in. But so far, we can say 18% watching us are saying no to election in 2023. So a lot of people, are disputing that they don't want any election, and I will continue to monitor that as well. Good evening to those of you on Instagram. Somebody on Instagram says no. Let me see if we have any comment on the Mix LR. At the moment, people are listening, but they haven't put any comment at the moment. So before we go into the next one, which will be the self-determination, the revolution now, or restructuring, which one do you stand for? But those that are contesting, or those that we know so far, let me quickly give you the roundup of the names. Atiku Abubakar is well known within the the Nigerian society. He was a one-time vice president under the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. He has been trying to contest for a very long time. So let's give you a bit of his background for those of you that do not know who Atiku is. So I'm going to give you a little bit background of Atiku. Bear with me. It's been, I saw him with Babangida. Babangida was the one that announced one of the fairest election. Good evening to you, our mother Tomilola Agnes, for joining us. We are reviewing everything on Starr Radio UK every Wednesday. We'll be looking at everything that's got to do with upcoming election, self-determination, where we stand, what is going on, and I'll be giving you, some of the feed of what is happening, for this Yoruba self-determination. As you all know, where I stand. That is my own opinion, not literally the opinion of Starr Radio UK. It is being speculated. It is being speculated. It is being speculated at the moment that Atiku is also interested again. It doesn't want to give up. It doesn't seem to Atiku want to give up. It is being speculated that the familiar face of the former vice president Alhaji Atiku Abubakar may be on the campaign billboard and poster again for 2023 presidency. The chieftains of the People's Democratic Party is not new to the game, as he has unsuccessfully contested for president 5 times. So if you are not aware, Atiku has contested to be the president of Nigeria 5 times down, as we can tell. The next election proves the ex-vice president will yet another chance, and if he eventually announces interest in the race, Atiku will certainly give it all this time around. So I'm going to come to some of your comments. Bear with me. Bukola Saraki, a lot of you know him very well. I've been seeing him moving around from different states. He's been doing a lot of consultation. He was in Lagos to welcome those that were not part of Lagos APC anymore. And then, I think he was there with Wike and the rest of them. It was one time the former president of this, Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, as is known, is one of the high-profile politicians who did not hesitate to make his intention known about 2023. In November 2021, Saraki announced his intention to contest the presidency of PDP members in Benue State. According to Governor Samuel Otom, Saraki is the first politician from the North Central region to indicate interest in the presidency. We also have Bala Mohammed. Who is Bala Mohammed? It's been reported that the governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, where there's so much insurgency, he's not been able to sort out that problem. But he wants to sort the problem out when he becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State is among the governors being considered for president according in the PDP. In July 2021, the governor said members of the party in his state have cleared him to contest in 2023. The governor has also spoken about his endorsement by various groups. This goes to say the governor is ready for the race to Aso Rock. I hope he can sort out the problem in the state before he leaves to become the president, should he be given that opportunity. Let's talk about Aminu Tambuwa. Who is Aminu Tambuwa? If there is any PDP governor who has narratively been pushed to be PDP flag bearer in the upcoming election, it is Governor Aminu Tambuwa of Sokoto State, where there's a lot of insurgency, there's a lot of uncertainty in that state as we speak right now. As so many northeast and northwest, we have IDP camps all over the place. I will expect him to fix the problem in the state rather than trying to make sure he wants to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Narratively been pushed to be PDP flag bearer. So again, let's look at the next person. It has been rumored that some PDP governors are working to hijack the party structure and they want Tambuwa to emerge as the party candidate in the election. Let's go to Goodluck Jonathan. He was one time, a president. He was a vice president. He was a governor. A very lucky man, a lot of people say. But it seems he's still putting his eye back again to Aso Rock. He left in 2014. Maybe he left something in Aso Rock that he wants to pick up that he forgot. We'll have to wait and see. So former President Goodluck Jonathan has been reportedly been wooed by some politicians to return to Aso Rock, where he must have left some of the items that he didn't pick when he was leaving. Pius Anya, the former Senate president, has been very vocal about his ambition. The former lawmaker, also representing Ebonyi in the 4th Senate, believes the 2023 presidency should be zoned to the southeast. The question is, do you think that zoning of the 2023 president will go to the southeast or not? These are questions that we asked at the beginning, but the next section will be the self-determination and all the mixed bags that are inside there as well. We also know about Bola Tinubu. It is now crystal clear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the national leader of the APC, is interested in succeeding President Muhammadu Buhari. He was quick to run into Aso Rock and say, I want to be the president of Nigeria. A lot of people are now asking, where and how old is he? That's the first question. How did he make his money? And a lot of allegation on his name. He needs to clarify all that before we can even think about it as well. So again, it's all about all this question that has been put out as well. So yes, Tinubu officially threw his hat in the ring on Monday, January 10, 2022, when he told journalists that he has informed Buhari about his intention. He was a one-time governor of Lagos State. When you go to Lagos, as I speak to you right now, it is no-go area. All flooded, nothing is working. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo doesn't seem to have said anything, but we've seen posters, we've seen people talking about it. In October 2021, campaign poster of the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo surfaced in Ibadan. The poster with Osinbajo for all 2023, boldly written on them, were pasted on some strategic areas in the capital of the old western region. Is the Vice President going to come out? We'll wait and see. Kayode Fayemi, Ekiti State Governor, is also having intention to declare. He has not declared his intention to run, but there have been reports that he wants to nurse presidential. I will expect him to solve the problem in Ekiti before he can think about election. Yaya Bello, you all know Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello was the one that kept the money that is meant for the state. I'm sure he wanted to use it maybe for campaign of this 2023, only for us to realize that the money that was meant to be used for the state was somewhere safe somewhere in the bank in Nigeria, until somebody said so. That and he's also trying to contest. Is the current governor. I'm sure you know this guy. I call him a chief. I call him everything. But you all know him. He was a one-time, run out of Nigeria at some point because his life was under threat. He's the publisher and the CEO of Ovation Magazine and also the Boss newspaper. His name is Dele Momodu. He's friend to all the politicians, the elite, and everyone. He has contested once before. He said, I will give my ring into it. But one thing about him is he told us some few weeks ago during one of the conversation on the mainstream media in Nigeria that election in Nigeria is selection. So I'm not sure whether he's going to be selected, because in 2011, he contested under the National Consensus Party, NCP. He's now saying, as of January 10, Monday, 2022, he declared to run for president of Nigeria again. What an interesting time. Kingsley Moghalu, the president of the Young Progressive Party, YPP. In 2019 general election, Kingsley Moghalu managed to remain politically relevant since he lost his presidential race. He's trying to come back again. Moghalu has already restated his interest to lead the country. Orji Kalu, the chief whip of the Senate, Orji Uzo Kalu, has declared himself as the most prepared presidential candidate in Nigeria. What an interesting time. David Umaya and likewise Donyo Kukbe, and those are the ones that we know. Now let's leave those ones behind on our back. These are the people that want to be president of Nigeria. What about you that doesn't want to be president of Nigeria? What about you that have a different view about these old shenanigans, all these things that is not going to work? What do you think? Let me now get the view of some of you that are now watching us on all the platforms. The next question is, do you think that self-determination is the best way to bring the problem of Nigeria, and we demand a referendum? Do you think that revolution is the best way to bring the problem of Nigeria? Do you think it is the constitution, which is the military decree 24? Where do you stand? I'm still getting the the result coming through. Let me tell you where the results stand at the moment. 100% says no to 2023 general election on one of the platform. 95% people said no, as another result that is coming up as well. Again, let's show the result in the video so that those of you that are looking at it will be able to. Oh, I hope it hasn't ended. Voting has ended. Okay, we don't want it to end now because we still have more people. Okay, I'm not sure what has happened there. We don't want to close it yet. We still have it there. It's still going on. Reopen the poll. We reopen it again. I think I'll leave it like that. So at the moment, more people are coming in and they're saying no to election. Now the question I want to ask is, Tomilola Agnes says, like Boo Boo did not give up, and we're having a square peg in the round hole. My next question now is, do you think that a referendum is the best way to get out of Nigeria? Okay, it's actually showing the result. That's what I want. 95%. Okay, we want the result to be shown. That is exactly what I want. Okay, I thought the result, show result. Okay, no, we don't want to close it. We just want it to be shown in our broadcast. So I can see that you can all see the results so far. 95% people say, do you want election in Nigeria? 95% people have said, no, we don't want any election in Nigeria. It's 373 days. Do you think that the best option now, that a lot of Nigerians that have been asking, again, you can follow us, we like to appreciate oluolufoods.com. If you like to, to know more about them, you can go straight into, their, you can go straight into the Oluolu. You can go straight into Oluolu Food website, www.oluolufood.com. My question, the next question is, what is the solution? Nigerians, what do you want? Self-referendum, revolution, or a total halt of the 1999 military decree 24 of what you call the constitution? So what do you want? Let's hear from you. Once again, you can't call in, but I can monitor all the comment that is coming through. It is now 4 minutes before the hour. And now, let's hear more from Sonny Okosu. More people are saying a referendum is the best way. I can read your comment. I'll continue to read those comments. I would like to appreciate those of you that are still watching us. If there's no election in 2023, then the ruling party will retain power unopposed. Okay, Sunday, Olowo say is self-determination. Revolution now, self-determination, restructuring, Where do you stand? Let's get your view as we continue to say Nigeria is really at the peg where everything is going to happen before 2023.
Every little thing that goes wrong, we start to blame the government. We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government.
I would like to appreciate once again my producer Frank and Archie and all the Star Radio presenter. Tomorrow you can also make sure you join the property hour as well. Quite a lot of programs goes on Star Radio UK, but the only way you can find out is when you go to the website www.starradiouk.com. Once again, is Sonny Okosu will be preparing the next track ready in just about a few minutes.
Let's set Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Tell me which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh yeah, I want to know.
Do you want election in 2023? The poll is still up, running. Almost everybody says no. Wow, interesting.
Inefficiency and indiscipline is ruining the country now. Corruption here, there, and every.
Somebody says revolution, then self-determination. Somebody says, Faith Davis says self-determination. Salio Adio says Yoruba nation are going back. But Batunde say all we want is Yoruba. What about those that want revolution? What about those that say restructuring? What about those that say the constitution is just a scam?
Inflation is sorry.
Olarewaju Taiwo says a total breakup. Adeboye Manyugba says no election, Yoruba nation now. What about those that are saying if we say no election, we're not taking any calls, please? We won't be able to take any calls today. Iyabo Olubumi says no election in 2023, but somebody says if you don't vote, then what happened? All this also we're going to be discussing as Ilano will be holding their first Town Hall UK meeting this Friday with the leader of the group, Alano, Professor Banji Akintoye. But for now, it is all about the 2023 that is coming up in Nigeria.
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Do you think that we can save Nigeria? Do you all think we can save Nigeria? Do you think we can save Nigeria? Do you think we can save Nigeria at the moment? Do you think we can save Nigeria? How many of you think we can still save Nigeria? I don't think we can save Nigeria. Okay, I'm reading some of the comment that is coming as well from our viewers on Instagram. Self-referendum all the way 100%. So now we have now discussed, the first segment was all about Nigerians, what do you want, about the election. But now let's look at all the other mixed bag. Those that say a referendum, those that say revolution now, some say restructuring, some say that constitution is one of the biggest problems that Nigerians have in their hands. So we're going to look at what people have said before in the past regarding the constitution of this Federal Republic of Nigeria. Is it really federal? Or what do you think? What is your own view? So I'm going to pick that from those that we've had before in the past when we talk about the 1999 Constitution. Is a military decree that was put on us. So we're going to hear from a professor that spoke during a kind of an interview that was granted some 3 years ago. This is Professor Akin Oyebode. Let's hear what he has to say on the 1999 military decree constitution.
There's nowhere where we all agree that would be
even though it begins with we the people.
No, that's the line that I'm talking. You see, if Nigerians are complacent and they will not stand up to immoral conduct, then we justify that particular conduct. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And quite sincerely, the judges too, they have part of the blame, but they don't have all the blame. The problem, I think, like the patriots pointed out, a long time ago is that Constitution, Decree 24 of 1999, is a diktat. It's a military diktat. It tells a lie against itself. What you are brandishing as the Constitution of Nigeria is an illegitimate instrument. There's nowhere where we all agreed that that would be
even though it begins with "we the people."
No, that's the lie that I'm talking about, and I'm not original here. The patriots have said it, okay, and Ben Wabose continues to say it. I mean, I attend meetings on the Black Table, where Ben Wabose presents. And he would tell you that Constitution is a fraud, that we have to jettison it and do an autochthonous Constitution for ourselves. So please let us recognize the limitations of the 1999 so-called Constitution. We need a Constitution which reflects the spirit of the age, which captures our imagination. And that's why I say acquiescence by the generality of the people is what has pretended to lend legitimacy to an otherwise illegitimate instrument.
So do you think that the 1999 Constitution that we have at the moment do you think that the 1999 Constitution that we have presently, what is your take on it? I've set up another vote at the moment, and that vote says free Chief Sunday Igboho, yes or no. It's just a very simple question. Free Chief Sunday Igboho, yes or no? You just tell me what you think. Should Chief Sunday Igboho be free? Yes. Chief Sunday Igboho should free? No. Just tell me. Let's get your view on that as well. So that is also, I'll be telling you the results shortly, but we'll be giving you, the last one that we did, the Yoruba, the U1 election. 47 of you voted, and let me quickly show you the result, which you can all see for those of you that are watching us. So the result of that is what is coming up now. It says 47 people voted. You can't, no cheating. 47. But at the moment, the next question is, we're asking is whether we should allow Chief Sunday Igboho to be free. Yes or no is the question I'm asking. So let's come back to the conversation again. So a lot of people are saying, Tomilola Agnes, our mother, says 1999 Constitution is a fraud and does not represent a face of Nigeria. Quite a lot of people are saying yes to free Chief Sunday Igboho. It's just a poll that we're putting out there, because we want the Benin Republic to know that it cannot continue to hold him there, forever. So again, Murakinyo Badejo says, yes, brother, Yoruba nation not going back. Nothing like restructuring. Restructuring is dead on arrival, according to Olanrewaju Taiwo. Also, let's see what some of you are saying as well. While I get ready, the next track for this evening, and that one is very, very beautiful because I love him so much. He's late at the moment, and his name is Raskimono. Nigeria is really under a kind of a pressure. I'm not sure which kind of pressure it is. Some say it's a pressure cooker. Some say something must give for something to go. But at the moment, the country is going through a rough time. Thank you very much to those that are watching us on the YouTube on Starr Radio UK, and likewise everybody that have joined us as well. This is Raskimono that is coming up right now. Under pressure, under pressure. Is Nigeria really under pressure? What do you think? Let's hear from him.
I hope you come back to speak to this region after seeing all what's going in Africa.
May so rest in peace, Raskimono. The question that we put out again is, should Chief Sunday Igboho be free? Is a yes or no? Let's get your view on that as we're going into the second segment of this program. 6 minutes past 1900 hours. The program ends at exactly 8 p.m. local time in London. I'd like to appreciate my producer, Frank, and Archie, and everyone that is working behind the scene. Let's hear more from Rasky Mono. Do you think that Nigeria is sitting on a keg of a time bomb, or what do you think? Do you think that Nigeria will survive this pressure again? Do you think those that are asking for referendum or self-determination, what do you think? As we speak in Abuja, and a lot of the Afenifere and also the Onhaize and others are saying a restructure of Nigeria is the only way to lead us out of all the problem that is facing Nigeria today. What do you think? This is all the question on the second segment. According to Esther Robertson, say Nigerian government free Oloye Sunday Igboho. Dolapo Fasikwe say Chief Sunday Igboho Adeyemo should be free. He's not a criminal, but he's been held in Benin Republic 6 months now. But the pressure cooker is, can Nigeria survive all this pressure that is coming from different angles? We'd like to appreciate those that are listening as well to the MixLR and everyone that is watching from different part of the world. Sunday Olowoyo said, is Nigeria still alive? Question mark. Oh, wow. It looks like Nigeria is already on the oxygen, and that oxygen keeps dropping every day. We'd like to appreciate everyone that have joined us on the first edition of the Niger Voices on Star Radio UK. We can be assured that the next segment will be as powerful, where we're going to be reviewing everything about APC government after being there for over 6 years, 13 months down the line before they pull out. But the question is it time now to demand a referendum? We saw that people took Nigerian government to court in Nigeria, and likewise, the Biafrans are demanding a referendum, the Yorubas are demanding a referendum, and everybody's demanding a referendum. It's not a call section. We're not taking calls tonight, but be rest assured, next week, we'll probably be taking more calls. But for now, 9 minutes past, let's hear more from Rasky Mono. Under pressure. Thank you very much, Sarah Oyelowo. I appreciate every one of you that have joined. It is called Niger Voices, and I'm sure we'd like to appreciate those of you that are also watching us on all our platforms when we are not on Niger Voices. But this is Star Radio UK, and this is how we do it every Wednesday evening when we drive you home. If you're watching me from Kenya, Ghana, Uganda, Cameroon, Togo, Benin Republic, and even in the Yoruba land, somewhere in Oshogbo, you can also tell me where you're watching from so that we can hail you from here. I would like again to appreciate everyone that is watching as we continue to ask the question, do you want election in 2023? A lot of people are saying no. 96% of people say no election. But it seems the politicians are gathering for election. Good evening to you once again. If you've just joined us, Faith David, welcome on board. It is no retreat, no surrender. For somebody like me, this is my opinion, not the view of Star Radio UK. I believe it's time for us to have a referendum to opt out of Nigeria, and I'll be telling you more about everything that we know regarding the Yoruba nation, Biafra, and everything. I'm also going to be going on Twitter. Okay, I might want to go on Twitter now, because I was looking at Twitter in the last couple of weeks, and I've been following the trend. And each time I go back and look at what people are saying regarding the PVC, this was put out some 10 hours ago. Some people, and this is by, let's put this information out, and it's also available for those of you that might probably want to check it out yourself. Like I said, we are not taking calls. It seems some are still trying to call into the program. Tonight is not a call-in, but maybe next week we might have the Skype open for those of you that might want to call in so that we can get your views as well. Once again, we'd like to appreciate you all that have joined us on all the platforms on Star Radio UK and those areas that we are also streaming. We're live on multiple channels because this is what we do and we love doing what we do and we do it best. So, according to Lido Kine on at trending_medic, this is what he has to say. Some people want Nigeria to change, but will never stop any idea proposing change. So somebody wants Nigeria to change, but when you propose a lot of change to them, they are not ready. So what he said was, there was a third force that came out in 2019. We saw the Feladro Toye, we saw the Omoyele Showore, but they said it is not realistic. The Youth Party, they said no. Crowdfunding favorite candidate, they said no. Get a PVC, no, they will rig it. You want Nigeria to change? Yes. How? By maintaining the status quo. That is coming from him. Let's look at somebody else. According to at C_J King, let's do a massive event. This is his opinion, you know what he says. Let's do a massive event for registering of PVC, like a free concert tour around the state in Nigeria. Invite artists to perform and collaborate with INEC to register the youth for PVC. Use the concert to sensitize youth on the need for them to vote rightly. My question is, do they think that their vote counts in the first place and they will not be rigged, since a lot of Nigerians know that? So we take one more. This one is coming from Peter Okoye. I think this is P Square, right? I beg, who we offend for our country, Nigeria? Be our government. No, they see all these beautiful things. Now them they travel past, but they no fit in shade. It no go better for them. Get your PVC, guys. My question to Peter Okoye, which I believe is P Square, is: do you think that PVC will change things around in Nigeria, or you are also playing the minds of millions of Nigerians? Under pressure, let's go back to the gas cooker. It seems everybody is thinking that, you know, this country will change when you eventually get your PVC. You go and vote out maybe PDP, or vote in APC, or vote out PDP, or vote in AAC. I don't know. But in the minds of millions of Nigerians today, they are looking at the 2023 as an opportunity, you know, to express their mind, their feelings about the Lekki toll gate, you know, the injustice, the atrocity, the crime against humanity. But all these will not have any big effect for as long as you continue to be part of Nigeria. But likewise, we have people that also say, we don't want to be part of Nigeria. We just want a self-determination. So when you look at those from the Biafra, says the only option on the table is Biafra or no going back. Let's go and look at some of what they're saying as well. Indigbo, Nigeria is not an environment you can excel. Support Biafra referendum, let the Biafra go. This is coming from at Olu Christie. Again, according to at Aken Edit, the labor of our leader, MNK, which I believe is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will never go in vain. IPOB, we will restore Biafra with him. Tabu eke kake, I believe that is in Igbo language. So these are the views of those coming from the Biafrans. We've looked at the ones from the PVC that think that, you know, you will be able to solve, you know, the problem as it is. Once again, we are not taking any calls. We're live. We're not taking any calls. So those of you that are calling, we're not taking any calls. Please do not call, you know, the section at the moment. Once again, a very good evening to those of you that have joined us. You know, we're not taking any calls on this particular program. According to Mazi Francis Chukwu at Biafran, Africans should wake up. This is the time to unite Africa, support Biafra freedom. And I'm sure you all remember that, you know, Mali military ruler says they've given French ambassador 72 hours to leave their country. This was on the 31st of January, 2022. The French ambassador to the country is expected. Mali military authority have expelled the French ambassador to the country in January 31st, giving them 72 hours deadline. The French envoy, Joe May, was summoned earlier Monday by the West African country's foreign ministry and instructed to leave over hostile and outrageous. So it seems Mali is deciding their fate by telling the French, which has colonized them, they're using everything French, and it seems a lot of Nigerians do not even understand the word Nigeria. Nigeria was created in 1914, during what we call the amalgamation, which joined everybody together. There was a union that was not working, but it was an experiment that was meant to last only 100 years. It has surpassed its age, but it seems more Nigerians would prefer to have a PVC as against demanding a referendum. Once again, we're still asking the question, Free Chief Sunday Igboho, is it a yes or a no? So we're going to go and look at what the Yorubas are saying as well, those that want freedom, or self-determination, and we're going to look at those that also want revolution. Yoruba Nation, what is it that they want? Let's look at some of the views coming out of the Twitter again. Quite a lot of people are demanding and asking these questions. Should we continue with Nigeria? Some say no. Nigeria hasn't worked for them. It has literally put us backward, because during the regional government, we were moving very fast on a fast pace until the whole corruption came in, the whole system crumbled, and this time more Yoruba people are all over the world, suffering from one reason or the other. So my question again tonight is, on this first edition, what do Nigerians want? What do the Yoruba want? Do you want to be part of Nigeria, or do you want to be out of Nigeria, but done in a referendum? So when I look at the Ilana UK on their Twitter account, this is what they have to say on the 15th of January. Hashtag Yoruba, hashtag self-determination means to do things our way, from Afghanistan to Vietnam, from Slovenia to South Sudan, from China to US. The motive is the same, to do things our way. The hashtag Yoruba are no different. We want our independence, to do things our way. It is that simple. And according to Article 3, self-determination, indigenous people have the right to determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status that is different from the corruption of the military decree 24 that was embargoed on, put on top of millions of Yoruba people, and we cannot do what we want to do. You cannot speak at your own free will, and a lot of things that are happening among the Yorubas is because we've been in a system that does not give you that that right. So self-determination is not a crime. It's just an opportunity to say that we will do things our way. At the moment, a lot of Yorubas are not allowed to do things their way, because you are being part of Nigeria that was created in the first place in the 1914, which is about 108 years ago. There was a clause that says that we can opt out to have our own independence, or to opt out to decide whether we still want to be part of Nigeria after 100 years. That have elapsed in 2014, which we shouldn't have gone into a new election in 2015. But Nigerians thought, let's go for election. Eventually, they led into election, and that election has given them a setback. The inflation in Nigeria is so high. The insecurity in Nigeria still remain number 3 in the global community, where there's more terrorists that can kill you. As of Saturday, 3 Yorubas were kidnapped in Nigeria, and as at yesterday, I can confirm they've been released, but after paying a whopping 11 million naira, which is about 15,000 pounds, equivalent to $20,000. So we don't want to be part of a system that allows criminal terrorists to kidnap and kill and maim. We don't want to be part of a system that does not allow us to have access to our resources. This is why some of us, including myself, my own view, my opinion, not literally the view and the opinion of Starr Radio UK, that wants self-determination. Again, I'm going to pick few from them. Then we're going to go back again and look at those that are demanding for revolution. What are their interests of a revolution? Why are they saying they want revolution? So again, this Friday, for those that are not aware, Ilana UK will be holding what we call a town hall meeting on February the 4th, and likewise on the 5th on Saturday. You can also join the protest that will be coming up for the the Yorubas in front of number 10 Downing Street. Again, those from the Biafra, Mazin and the Kano, is still being held after the rendition and the kidnap from Kenya. You would expect that a country like Nigeria should not even think about that. But again, this is what happened as we continue to say. Let me read some of your comments. Sorry about that. I've lost track. The PBC is not a solution to Nigeria. This is coming from Akim Kolawole. Referendum is the solution. Good evening to you, Olatunji. Anriola, Omo Ola, no going back. Hashtag Jekomo. Akin Shola says, you're great. You're great as well. Saliu Adio, a very good evening to you. Tony Edges, I think I missed your comment there. Sorry, no referendum. Just declare Yoruba nation. Referendum is a waste of time, Jare. Okay, so there's a lot of different views, but I would also like to get from the views of those that believe in one Nigeria. It doesn't seem we have a lot of them that are watching this program tonight, or maybe they are watching and they can't just comment because they are not too sure. According to Olarinwaju, Taiwo said Nigeria is completely finished. Do you think so? Let's get the second track. Once again, we're not taking calls. Again, for those of you that are watching, are probably trying to call in. This is not a calling section. I'm going to now play this very beautiful track from one of our sisters that also talk about, the Yoruba nation. Once again, if you're calling us, we are not taking any call. Please do not call because this is not a calling section at the moment. Once again, it is still Star Radio UK. Once again, I would like to appreciate my producer and likewise every single one of you that have joined us so far. And we will continue to say this is still, the first edition of the program tonight. We will continue to, to give you up-to-date information, regarding, this election, and those that are saying we don't want to be part of Nigeria. Just give us the referendum and let's decide our fate. So the next track is coming from somebody in our language that spoke about, these Yoruba that wants to opt out of Nigeria. And I believe, there's nothing wrong if we opt out of Nigeria, by demanding a full referendum to decide whether we want to be part of Nigeria or not. Once again, Free Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igbowo, so that he can have his freedom. He can have his freedom, so that we can do the needful as well. Let's go straight and hear what these our sister, on this next track. Is in Yoruba language, but it's very beautiful. If you don't understand it, just shake your head. It's coming up to 25 minutes past the hour as we continue with this program. It is a very good evening, good morning. This is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I'm OLAYOMI KOIKI, your host, that I've been your host for the last 5 years on Niger Voices. Once again, a very good evening and welcome back again. What about those that are demanding that a revolution is the only option to end the situation in Nigeria? What are people saying? If Nigeria failed to open up, educate its youth, grow its economy, provide for its population, exploding by minutes, she would totter, become a brittle and perfectly elastic to the point of diminished returns. Then Nigeria will begin to lose control of the people. Then a revolution. This is coming from at First Ladyship Nafarity on Twitter some 10 hours ago. According to her again, like all civilizations, Nigeria won't remain in the dark age forever. China was once the present-day Nigeria. Obviously, of the huge industrial revolution in the West, China carried on as if she had superior ideas. According to Nuru Bisiriyu, will Yoruba nation, we are not. I'm not sure what you're trying to write there. I couldn't pick it up very properly. But let's go back again. Esther Robertson said, Nigerian government, let my people go. Enough is enough. Olatunji says, during the regional government in Nigeria, the West region was Nigeria, have their own ambassador to different countries in their world. Western region also have their own Western Nigerian constitution. According to Ojora Elizabeth, says no retreat, no surrender Yoruba. Mahmoud Adegbite said no election Yoruba land. They should carry their demonic act of election to hell with Nigeria, Yoruba nation now. Nuru Bisiriyu also says, what is Nigerian language? We have Yoruba language. We have Yoruba nation. Non-Nigeria is a killing country. We want our freedom. So the question to those that are still saying Nigeria is, for how long will we be able to hold on to the country called Nigeria? We are now towards the last lap of this program. At 8 o'clock, the program comes to an end. But for now, we are still again half an hour as well to this program. This program is coming up on Starr Radio UK every Wednesday. It's called Niger Voices, and we'll be looking at everything that's got to do with Yoruba nation as well. Once again, a very good evening and welcome again to Niger Voices. Well, we are just about half an hour before the end of the program. Now let's go straight to more conversation from the revolution angle. We've talked about the 2023 general election. We've talked about the the self-determination and referendum. We're going to look at the revolution. Then we're going to look at the restructuring. Those that want a restructured Nigeria. So at the moment, we're going to try and share the time because we haven't got enough time left on our time clock. The time check now is 19:30, which is about 7:30 p.m. local time here in London. According to at Biafran Youth, this was posted January 27. There is a growing tension among Biafran people and a massive revolution waiting to happen if Nigerian government do not release the Biafran leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was kidnapped and renditioned into Nigeria from Kenya. Mr. Kanu is currently held in Nigerian detention illegally over hashtag Biafra freedom. So you could see that there's a lot of tension in the country, even though more Nigerians are also getting their PVC, more Nigerians are saying referendum now, more Nigerians are saying revolution now. I'm going to take one more, then we go straight into, and then towards the end of this program, we'll be looking at some of the headlines coming out of Nigeria. A video was going into circulation today about people that were, I think there was a kidnap issue in Auchi. That video was trending. And there was another video that we saw that a woman decided to take off her undies because she was paid $30 equivalent in Nigerian money, which is about 20,000 naira. This woman, didn't know that she was being recorded. A guy approached her and says, if you can remove your panties, I will give you 20,000 naira. She's a Muslim sister dressed in a Muslim attire, and eventually she did ask why that man was demanding for a pant, whether it was a ritual. The guy said, no, it's not for ritual. All I want to do is, give me your pant, and then I'll give it back to you, and I'll also add 20,000 naira. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you will say that is not going to happen, but eventually, this woman removed her panties right underneath her, gave it to the man that was now wearing a glove, and the man was showing the panties, and now I have to tell the woman that she's been cameraed. And the question is, again, is, was this right in the first place for such a skit? Because eventually it looks like this individual was doing a kind of a skit. Do you think that such a skit where a woman dressed in a Muslim attire is somewhere in Arab country, and then somebody approached her and say, I will give you $30 if you can remove your pants? I want to get your response on that, because this video has now circulated across all the social media, especially on the TikTok. Millions of people have watched it. What do you think should be the reaction of the Muslims Association in Nigeria? What do you think? And again, it also indicates the kind of poverty that Nigerians are facing on a daily basis. As I speak to you today, Nigeria still remains the capital poverty of the world. So my question is, how did we get to where somebody approached you and tell you remove your pants? And it's not the first time I saw something different like that, but they were told to remove their clothing, and then they will get 5,000 or 2,000 naira. And multiple people started coming to this guy, and they were removing their clothes, removed just under, they had their boxes on. But it's gone to the extent that a woman was approached. This woman is the way the Muslim dresses, all covered up. She said, this young man said, I will give you 20,000 naira only if you remove your pants. And this woman did so. Somebody said block all incoming calls. Because of the nature of what we do, it's very difficult to block the calls, but I'm sure people do not understand that we're live. And that could also be having, impact with all the gadget. But we're trying to, monitor that as well. But again, because of the nature of the job we do, so we just have it on. I mean, it's a very interactive, station. You can see what we do compared to some 30, 40 years ago. You hardly see what is happening in the studio. So again, I want to get your view from my listeners tonight. Would you, whether a man or woman, auntie, sister, uncle, brothers, would you take off your pants for $30 in America? Will you take off your pants for 30 pounds in UK? Will you do the same thing in Nigeria? If you are approached, whether you are aware that they were videoing you or not, would such happen in the Arab country where you can approach an Arab woman and say, please remove your pants and I'll give you $30? My auntie there, Tomilola, says they would have killed both the man and the lady even if he tried that in the north. Again, you can see that you can't try that not in the north, not to talk about in the Arab country. So I want to get more views, your opinion. According to Olanrewaju, I'm looking at one of your comment there. Olanrewaju Taiwo say, welcome to Nigeria 21st century train. Passenger abandoned in bush since Monday morning as Kano Lagos train breaks down. Wow. Is that a breaking news or that is going on? Okay, a train has been abandoned. Let's see if we can pick that. We've seen train that has been put on a kind of different situation in Nigeria. So a train, according to Olanrewaju, passenger has been left. Wow, okay, I'm just picking that up on Sarah Reporter on their headline. It says passengers were abandoned in a bush since Monday morning. Today is Wednesday. As a Kano to Lagos train breaks down. The train left Kano State on 31st of January at exactly 9 a.m. but developed a mechanic problem. Passengers traveling from Kano to Lagos on the Nigerian Rail Corporation train services are currently stranded after the train conveying them broke down due to mechanic failure. According to one of the passengers, the train left on the 31st at exactly 9 a.m. but developed mechanic problem few kilometers to Zaria, Kaduna State. He accused the NRC, the Nigerian Rail Corporation, of abandoning them in the bush for 32 hours. I would have been to Nigeria and come back like how many times? Maybe 5 times or 6 or 4 times, because the distance from Nigeria to London is 6 hours. These are part of the issues that are facing Nigerians. Again, giving an update with a video that was posted today. So that means they were still there as of today at 11:30 a.m. He said they are still stuck. Wow. This is part of the issues that is going on in Nigeria. I haven't seen that, but thank you very much. Okay, I've just picked up the video as I speak to you right now. And then let's see if we can bring that video on onto the broadcast for those of you that are watching us. Let's quickly see if that video, we can show you the video. I think what we could do is, let's see if I can share the screen. Yep. Let me share the screen so you can be able to, okay. Just bear with me. We're seeing if we can do that. If not, we'll go the other way around. Okay, it doesn't seem that it's going to work. Let's come back. We'll do something different. Bear with me while I try to sort that out. Once again, if you've just joined us, it is still your finest African and Caribbean radio station. Do you imagine that people that were traveling are now stuck somewhere because there is nobody, to help them out? These are part of the problems that Nigerians are facing on a daily basis, but it seems nobody cares, and that is why people like us are saying enough is enough. We will get our video up and running. The engineers are working on that. But again, my question to those of you that are watching us tonight is, would you remove your pants for $30 in America or 30 pounds in UK? Some say you will not even try that in the northern part of Nigeria. But today, it seems that is the norm. I will get that video up. Like I said, we will try and see if we can show that video before we go tonight. But these are the questions that I'm asking us. Also, a lot of people, okay, it's already trending on the social media as well. 32 hours, Nigerians are still stuck on a train that is meant to take them back. Let's see if we can get a soundtrack, even if I can't get you the video. Just bear with me. These are issues confronting Nigerians on a daily basis. Let's see. The video is still trying to load. We might see what we can do quickly. My question is, with all these issues surrounding Nigerians on a daily basis, more Nigerians still believe that we can rescue Nigeria and we can save Nigeria. Are you part of those that believe in that as well? Or what do you think? What is your take on that? Let me get your views as I continue to monitor the comment. Good evening to you, Simon Adebisi, Mr. And according to Sarah Oyelowo says, it is a disgrace to humanhood and the Muslim mentality. What a country. Yes, it is what a country. It is what a country that so many people do not even understand the reason why. So again, travelers lament as a train gets stuck between Kano and Lagos since Monday. And it seems, the government, Rotimi Amechi, that is meant to be, the transportation minister, should have done something, to this kind of situation. But my question again is, do you think that they care? I'm not too sure whether, they care about, Nigerians, because if they care, people will not be left sitting somewhere in the, inside the situation where they are at the moment. So we're trying our best quickly to get the video up and running so that we can just show you what it looks like inside, somewhere between, the distance that they've been stuck since. Again, we're about 20 minutes away. We're still picking up some of your comments. We'd like to appreciate every single one of you that have joined us tonight. It's gonna be more of these as we go into the 2023 election, 2023 self-determination, 2023 referendum, 2023 revolution, 2023 the fraudulent constitution. So it's all the mixed bag that is going to be happening this year. And be rest assured that we will be here to give you everything that you need to know. So we will get that video up. We have that video in just about a few minutes, just to show you that Nigeria still remain the capital poverty of the world. Nigeria still remain a country where terrorist is number 3 in the world. And yes, the video will be popping up in just about a few minutes from now. And I can tell you, we will change the background and show you the video. That's the beauty of the the new technology. And here we go. If you're watching now, behind me is the video of this passenger train that has been stuck, since Monday. Today is Wednesday, the 2nd of February, and yet, you can see behind me there, for those of you that are watching us on all our platforms and on Starr Radio UK. So what is this all about? If you're just joining us and you're not too sure, a train was meant to be traveling from Kano to Lagos State. It had a mechanical fault. It is normal for trains to have faults all over the world, but do we have a rescue team to protect the passenger that are inside it? So according to the Twitter handle, travelers lament as a train gets stuck between Kano and Lagos. A Twitter user, Yomi, as is just my my code name as well there, has lamented how a train it boarded on Monday from Kano heading to Lagos had been struck in the middle of nowhere, and no effort has been made to rescue them by the Nigerian Railway Corporation. So these are part of the issues, and right there you can see no man's land. 3 days, people are stuck, no emergency, nobody to rescue them. Is this the kind of a country that we want to lead to? And do you think that all this will change should we get a 2023 election or revolution? So let me quickly give you some of the headlines that are also coming up. You're still watching behind me there, a passenger train that is now stuck somewhere between no man's land. For how long must Nigerians suffer? For how long Nigerians must, imagine people get kidnapped. Nigerian Railway Corporation, we boarded since yesterday, 31st January at exactly 9 o'clock from Kano heading to Lagos. Until now, we haven't reached Zaria. They have abandoned us inside the bush for almost 18 hours. Imagine who is afraid of traveling through the road because of kidnapping, and they are now stuck somewhere in no man's land. We hope the necessary authorities are watching us from London, and they'll be doing the needful to rescue those individuals that are stuck on this train, since Monday. Wow, since Monday, people are stuck. Amazing. So much happened in Nigeria. I cannot put my pants off because of peanut. Never. Well, somebody have done so in Nigeria for 20,000 naira, which is about $30. Once again, a very good evening, as we are just about 15 minutes away till the end of this program. I'm going to be giving you a quick headline, but I'll be back again same time tomorrow at 11 o'clock on Starr Radio UK, the morning show. Make sure you join me. But for now, let's hear more from our sister, Janet Orile-Demi. Yes, it is, a very, very sad one that if a sister, whether she's a Muslim or Christian or traditionalist, was approached to remove her pants for 20,000 naira. She eventually did so. It's just a very shameful one. And that video is now going in circulation across the social media. More people are voting to say that we should have Peter Obi. Is trending on #1 according to the Twitter this evening on Nigeria, and the reason for that is it seems some people are saying Let us do crowdfunding for Peter Obi because we believe he can change things in Nigeria. This Friday, you can join, Professor Banji Akintoye, the leader of Ilana Worldwide, where he's going to be discussing the plan to stop the election coming in the southwest in Ekiti and Osun State. And this is coming up at exactly 6 p.m. in UK time, 7 p.m. Yoruba time this Friday. And also on Saturday, these are some of those events coming up, 12 p.m. in central London, opposite number 10 Downing Street, where people will be gathering again to express that the referendum is the best way to live Nigeria. According to the former Senator Shehu Sani, the federal government wants to feed out-of-school children instead of spending the sum to get them back to school. 13 million Nigerian children are out of school, and that video that you've been watching behind me is the video of the train that stopped from Kano going to Lagos. It's now 3 days. We hope they can rescue them out as quickly as possible because of the insecurity, and that is the reason why people were taking the train in the first place. I'm just looking at an hotel here in Singapore. Let me see if I can bring the image for those of you that are watching us as well. It will be nice for you to see the same image I'm looking at. This is what we expect if Nigeria was meant to work. I gave you the breakdown of Singapore some few weeks ago. Singapore is about just 6 million, and I'm going to give you the statistics of these after showing you the image. This is the image that I've just picked up on the Twitter regarding what it looks like when we talk about innovation, things working. And right there, let me see if I can bring it back a little bit so that you can have a better view of it as well. 1 minute, bear with me. Let's zoom it in. So the image you're looking at behind me is actually from Singapore. I'm going to give you what it's all about. Just bear with me once again. This is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're just about 11 minutes before the end of the program. So right there, you can see this is an hotel, Singapore Marine Bay Sand Hotel in Singapore. Singapore broke away from Malaysia in 1965, 5 years after the independence of Nigeria. Malaysia got independent in 1963. Note that too. Zoo gained independence from the same Britain in 1960, 5 years after Singapore. As I always say, the smaller, the better. This is from, at Maduka Ogwalaka. You can see the image. This is an hotel somewhere in Singapore. Don't you like this? Is this not good for you? This is why we say it is not about how big you are. It is about how small we can break away from Nigeria and start putting that development, the innovation that will help every Nigerian. So if you're watching me tonight, the image that we've just popped up there is coming from Singapore tonight. And the question again is, do you still want to be part of Nigeria, or do you want a self-determination or revolution now, or constitution scrap or restructuring? What do you want? I would like to appreciate again my producer tonight for the first edition of Niger Voices. I'll be back again same time next week as usual. Make sure you stay tuned as I will be driving you home to let you know what you probably didn't know before, to give you all the latest news on those agitating. We'll be bringing them more. And if you're interested to be part of this program, send us an email, info@koikimedia.com, or you can get in touch with me directly on my phone, or you can also reach out to Starr Radio UK. I'll be giving you all the contact details that you can reach out to my producer and just say, I would like to be part of this program, whether you are One Nigeria, whether you are APC, PDP, or whether you are those that believe that self-determination is very, very important. So you can go straight to the Starr Radio UK and drop us a line, or you can email info@starradiouk.com, info@starradiouk.com or +4420 33 And if you also like to sponsor this particular edition of Niger Voices on Star Radio UK, all the details will be put out there for those of you that are watching us as we're just about some 8 minutes before tonight's show. Once again, I'd like to appreciate every single one of you. Levinati, Ekushe, Ekubibire, thank you very much. Once again, thank you very much, Taiwo Olanrewaju. If I haven't mentioned your name in all the platforms, we love you from here, and we'll continue to say, we that believe in the self-determination, we are doing so without asking for war. We are doing so according to the United Nations. Once again, you just saw what the image behind me, that is Singapore, an hotel. The details of those of you that want to reach out to Star Radio UK is right there. Maybe you have something to do, you have an upcoming event, or you want us to interview somebody, whether from the Yoruba nation, the Biafra, the revolution, the restructuring, and you can get us to get to them, get in touch with us, and we will do all our best to reach out to them. We should be having some lineup very soon, and we'll be getting in touch with them. We would like to have Omole Elosowore. I would like to have every single one of them to come and tell us what they think. But the most important thing is Yoruba nation is where we believe should be the next line of action. Nigeria has failed a lot of Nigerians. I would love to be in this kind of hotel. Again, these happened in Singapore. Singapore broke away from Malaysia in 1965, 5 years after the independence of Nigeria. And look at the structure. As I told you some couple of weeks ago, no country around the world will invade Singapore because of the technology that they have, because of the manpower that they have when it comes to the military. But today in Nigeria, Nigerians are paying a whopping 11 million naira as of yesterday to get 3 people rescued without the government interfering at all. And we play the last one coming from Janet, which will be our last track for tonight. I would like again to appreciate every single one of you that have joined me. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I've been your host tonight. But next week, we'll be reviewing everything about the APC government. And before we go again, let me see if we can bring anything that is coming up on the social media tonight. Ifa Funshaw on the 1st of February say, there are those who think Nigeria will be fixed through voting, but I am not one of them. Wow, I love that. I love that phrase. Are you also one of those that say, I am not one of those that believe that voting will solve the problem in Nigeria? Quite a lot of people comment on that as well. I'll be telling you those comments, but bear with me. Let's quickly see what people say. Even me, it will be safe through conscious resolution of every citizen through elevated thinking, intervention, innovation, growth, and development of existing things and the likes. Also, somebody said, we have a long way. Hashtag answers, make it clear there is a voice. Nigerians should work out a clear system that can rig, which should be electronic voting. Who's going to give them electronic voting? Our system should count the vote automatically for all regions. This is a step. Okay. According to Yemisi at Iwure, as Southwest and Southeast was burning, they did not burn along. Wake up and secure your region. According to the next one, if only we can get Peter Obi at the helms of affairs, then we are not far from fixing Nigeria. Wow. This one says, Nnamdi Obi at Biafra Nnamdi, they are living in fool's paradise. This is the last track before we start handing back to the studio. But for now, I still have a couple of minutes. Let's enjoy this. This was made for Chief Sunday at the Yemo Igbowo. Thank you very much. Abiodun says he loved my glasses. Thank you very much. Yes, That is the new norm for 2022. Once again, I appreciate you all. Shamsuddin from Libya, UAE, Kuwait, wherever you're watching me from, I love you all. And this is the last track for tonight's program. Greetings from here to those of you in Turkey. Greetings to those of you in Yoruba land. Greetings to those of you in every part of America, in Canada, in Australia, in New Zealand. Greetings from this part of the globe to everyone that loves freedom. But freedom doesn't come cheap. Look at what Ifa Funshaw says. Are you going to vote? She says, no, I'm not going to be voting. 3 minutes before we hand over back to the studio, let's quickly enjoy this because my producer is already giving me the signal to bring it back to the studio. But for now, I would like to appreciate all the children of the Yorubas, the Biafrans, and the Hausas that believe that we must be free from the 1999 Military Decree 24 so that we can have a better life moving forward. According to Oyeniyi Shegun, Nigeria is a company for the UK, US, and France and Germany. Faith David, thank you very much. Thank you very much once again. My mother, my auntie, my sister, every single one of you, we love you from here. Sarah Oyelowo, I cannot call all those names without putting a big of respect to it. I would like to appreciate every single one of you. Esumobi. A lot of people say we do not. I get people say yes, they want elections. So that means we have these 4% people that were watching quietly that still believe in one Nigeria. There's nothing wrong in that. We'd like to appreciate you as well for putting that input because that makes it balanced. 4% says they want Nigeria election in 2023, but more people say we do not want that as well. So I'd like to appreciate every single one of you. I'm just about 1 minute away to give it back. Ayomikun Damiju, China should come and collect their money back. Hey, China says they're not borrowing Nigerian any money anymore because the one that borrowed you, you've done that nonsense by keeping the train for 32 hours. Nasifat, Olamitide, let's forget about those stupid politicians and move forward. We need Yoruba nation, although Nigeria also believes that Yoruba has gone. I hope I can read more comment, but like I said, we just have to go now.
This is Starr Radio UK.
I now hand over back to the studio. From this side of the globe, I would like to appreciate every single body that have joined us. And my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. It is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I say bye for now.
Thank you.